Hello everyone, I'm Jinmiao. My project asks questions about material intelligence. In a minute, I'm going to describe what I understand as material intelligence to you. An overview. In this presentation, I will present a series of outcomes and research practices that show my evolving understanding of material intelligence through responding to different sites at Goldsmiths campus. I'll also present an evolving methodology that I have developed through my own practice and with participants. In the end, I will show you a workshop plan for my degree show. During this time, I'll be an expert guide to lead people to acquire material intelligence. So first, where do I get the sense of material intelligence? There is a class example in Tim Ingold's book, Making. Once Ingold and his students went outside weaving a basket, and later these students told him that they had learned more from that one afternoon than from any number of lectures and readings. I'm curious what they've learned. Tim wrote above all about what it means to make things, about how form arises through movement, and about the dynamic properties of materials. I think that's what I'm looking for, material intelligence. So what is it? Agreeing with that, it's an ability to literacy in the physical world. Why material intelligence? Because I think that's the key to understand the relationship between making process and materials. And how to have material intelligence. I think the only way is to practice, because it's a kind of tacit knowledge. People need to experience this, then mastering it. In stage 1, before my practice of material intelligence, I took up some of Tim Ingold's thinking through making. I set up 2 rules for myself. 1, no plan ahead, because I think it's a process of thinking, not a projection of thought. Rule 2, only natural materials, because I don't want to be affected by any high technology like digital device or mechanical device. Let's see my first practice. Are we human? The law will guide you. This is a week-long challenge. I'll only use natural materials found in the college green to design and make. First day Monday. The most common material on the law is grass. What can I do with those grass? The first idea is rope. The length of single grass is limited, so I want to expand the length. As you can see, this is a 2-hour grass rope length. In the process of making grass rope, I realized that the grass has different properties because of 2 different growth environments. If it is a fresh grass, it is quite softness. If the grass has been exposed to the sunshine, it's not very easy to twist. It will broken down immediately, but it could be against the pole very strong. On Tuesday, when I have the length of the grass rope weaved for 2 hours, it becomes a better measuring tool. As shown by the red lines in the picture, the length of one side of college green is 18 1/3 of the grass rope. Without this grass rope, my steps would be my natural measurement tool. The average length is 119 steps. Now I have a more efficient unit of measurement. The meaning of grass rope as a ruler represents that the unit of measurement has been expanded. In the process of searching for material, I found a bone. I naturally use this sharp-side bone to mow the grass in batches. Since I discovered new materials, I have improved my work efficiently. Which come first, the tool or the material? This made me re-examine a stereotype. People make tools after they have need. Then, with the bones, the grass rope, and some wood, I want to leave unnatural patterns. You can see here, I made a circle and a straight line. I began to expect that the grass, when those grass died, it will turn into a natural yellow paint on a green background. My work on Monday and Tuesday required me to bend over frequently, which caused a strong back pain. So my first physical need is to sit taller. In the process of building the store, I tried different positions of the center of gravity. The meaning of this process is with limited materials, I always need to balance the use experiences and product durabilities. On Thursday, the grass circle and the line, even I stepped on hard, they were still blown away by wind overnight. And the store I made was left on the college green, although I wrote a note for people to leave it be, as it is an unfinished design project. However, it was still cleaned away by someone. I thought the first social meaning would have been giving a gift to friends. However, anime appeared in my practice, natural and human, which turns the process into experiencing a loss. This process of loss reveals a new perspective. Social meaning is not always positive. Negative meaning is always there. The important thing then is, after loss, how should I face that? I came up with the idea of remember the loss. This idea promoted me to make a small stool as a souvenir, and also in the making process, I developed a new way to weaving. On Friday, I tried to use the dry grass to knit. However, this material always breaks up, so I decided to use wood branches, which are more flexible. Unexpected, a nice square grid was made up. After I chose two suitable stones, angular and round, I have tic-tac-toe to entire myself. After this week's practice, I extracted my methodology as a practice guide to 4 participants, and it's an evolving methodology that changes through the process. I got to see at that time I'm trying to give out the methodology as a standalone thing without me. In version 1, there are too many rules, too complicated. So in version 2, I separated it as 2 parts, activity and interview. In version 3, there are only 3 steps with free talk. I thought after working with participants, I could improve my own methodology. However, in this process, I found something interesting. People always tend to seek meanings for their activity. Like Qingyang in Goldsmith's Secret Garden, she found some new materials. The meaning for her is discovery. Patrick in apartment area, he got in touch with nature and relaxed. Muting in her own room, she found the important thing is not what she did, but someone who accompanied her. Xiangru in Greenwich neighborhood, the whole process she introduced to me helped her clarify her mind. The meaning is retelling. I myself also followed my version 3 methodology. Let's see what happened. This is my first practice after summarizing my methodology. When Jimmy said London was built on clay, he showed me a place. Behind our studio, there is a hill, like a small national park, very wild. There is a very open slope here when I walk deep, like a road leading to somewhere. Let's see what material I can find here. This area is full of vines with large leaves, because there are not many people coming here. I also found wooden branches with different flexibility. I tried to clamp the branch to the entrance with an expansive view. It's flexible. As it started to rain, I ended the day early. The next day, when I come back here, I happened to see a very dynamic scene with a strong wind leaning on the leaves. I came up with an idea. I hope to make a curtain. It can block the expansive view of the entrance. If others can't see it, this place may become my secret base. I think to some extent, I achieved my goal. I have a quiet forest that belongs to me in a busy school with so many people. Funny. To be honest, working with participants wasn't that successful as my first film. There is a clear difference between my practice and theirs, because the participants were trying to find meanings from their activities. However, I am just interested in what I could make. I'm much more concerned to make things responding to this site. So it seems like my individual actions have a very strong role in driving the demonstration of material intelligence. Then I realized that I am the one who's the most important in this project. I could be an expert, guide others to have material intelligence. So that's the reason I want to go stage 3, my collaborative practice. Let's see when I took lead with collaborator, what happened. I think everyone who knows Goldsmith must have been here. As the main entrance and exit of our school, get in and get out. What can we get here? The red leaves in one place. And these little red sticks. Looks like a red candle. What's this? Oh, petal or the red leaf. Surprise! No wonder there are so many on the ground. This reminds me of a game I played as a child. Take these sticks in your hand and scatter them on the ground. The sticks would press into each other. Then start the game. Players need to take the sticks careful, only one at a time. The rule is do not move other sticks. Otherwise, another player's turn to continue. Whoever gets more sticks at the end will win the game. Come on, another game. What chariots does child have? Anything could be, as long as what I have in my hand is better than you. You're playing, you are learning, then you know the material deeply, better than any other situation. Now, tell me, who's the king of kids in the playground? It's time to play with those materials. I wanna build a bridge. Oh, no. I don't know the structure, sorry. How about make a coaster? If you want it to be fixed, let them cross each other. Very familiar. Weaving again. What a surprise. Originally, I was making a coaster for my cap. Unexpectedly, I found it very suitable for placing mobile phones. Because of the weaving process and the softness of the material, it creates a cushion for the falling mobile phone. Of course, it could also be used to hold my cap. It works. When I put myself included in the making, the project becomes stronger because I'm good at this. So I think now I can answer the first question. What is material intelligence in my view? It's an awakening of thought. It's something in the world that forces us to think. It's a logic of sensation. At last, let me talk about my workshop plan. I'll open up the collaboration to anyone, a wider participants who want to join in, and I'll give this timetable of times and sites at Goldsmith. During the degree show, I'll become an expert, the guide to help people acquire material intelligence. I also give my participants my involving methodology, the version 4. Conclusions. My project is not only about how I practice with material intelligence, but a way to engage the participants to reconsidering another layer of their life. I want people to think, by using such simple materials, we could make big changes in the landscape. So what's the next for me? I want to combine my methodology to nature education by collaborating with children to see what will happen. Because one of my readers is a clay sculpture teacher, one day she sent me this picture. With the simple fallen leaves, children can even build a maze, which becomes their favorite place to play. Thank you.